Alright, so my video is on the power of habit. So this book is all about changing your habits for the better, making you a better person, having better habits. So really what habits are, they're an open loop, which means it's not completed, it's not all the way around in a circle, so you can plug in different habits as you go along. So there's three parts of the habit. There's the cue, the process, and the reward. Basically what that means is like there's something that makes you do that habit every once in a while, or like when that happens you'll do it, and your reward makes it a habit, and that process is the habit itself. And so an example of this was this old guy who had a dramatic car crash, who couldn't remember anything, couldn't remember his own daughter, his wife, he's been married to for 35 years, no memory of them, but he did have his habits were still memorized, which was insane in the book. So he'd be able to find his way home just off habit. So he would see that same tree, and that would initiate a cue, which would make his process be, oh, I have to go this way, and his reward was him going home. Same thing with him making cereal every morning. He would do the cue, like he'd see the fridge, and then he'd be like, oh, I'm hungry. So then the process would be pour the milk, get the cereal in there, and that the reward would be like he's not hungry anymore. And so another way you need to change the habit is it's really hard to change habits because these habits are formed over your whole life. So like when you wake up in the morning and you go to put on your shoes, you put your right shoe on or your left shoe on first. You probably don't remember because it's such a habit. And so a way to change your habits is you keep the cue and you keep the reward. So what you gotta do is you gotta cut out the process and replace it with something different. Also, so smokers, when they want to replace their smoking with a habit, they get rid of smoking and they change that with running. So it still gets that burning in their lungs, and like you feel good afterwards, and that's their reward. And then so there's an example of this is there's three guys. One guy has a habit, so every day he'll have 150 extra calories. One guy, he bought a TV, that'll be his habit. And the third guy walks for an extra 15 minutes. The guy who gets an extra 150 calories, he can start getting fat, and so then that habit of eating extra 150 calories starts to add up on him. So he gets fatter, he gets slower, he gets sluggish at work, he just becomes lazy. He doesn't become unsuccessful in life. The guy that buys a TV, he's a time waster. His habit is just to do stuff that's more enjoyable at the moment, and instead of doing the stuff that you shouldn't be doing. So he's not really doing it in work, he doesn't get his stuff done, he's watching YouTube videos instead of doing his work. And then another one, and the guy who walks for 15 minutes, it gets him more energized, and he gets him motivated, because he's getting active for that 15 minutes to even make him more energized and more productive, which motivates him to run. So now he's running for 15 minutes every day, and that small habit changes into more habits. So even changing one habit can change your whole life. So that by this time this guy gets doing this for like a year, he's productive at work, he got promoted, he's getting new jobs, so he's getting more money, and you just become more successful. Just changing one habit can change your whole life. And I rate this book a 4 out of 5 stars because it's really helped me changing my habits to decide what's good and what's bad, and really helps me focus. So that's it.
Recommendation. A similar book.
Oh, I recommend a similar book I read was The Energy Buzz. I thought that was a great one to read because I think that also gives you energy to change your habits and motivates you to do so.